Today, I want to teach you how to value a stock or how to value a company to make sure that you're investing the right amount in the right company. So stick with me on this video. I promise to give you value. Hello and welcome back to my channel, Family Investment. And today I really want to show you how to use this Graham's Intrinsic calculator to make it work for you in your investment journey. And to make your life easy, I'm going to leave a link below, Graham's Intrinsic calculator on my website that you can just use automatically. But before jumping onto it, I want to show you how to use it, how I apply this method before I invest my hard-earned cash into a promising company. So why do we need to value a company? Because we have to stop guessing. We have to stop guessing and then using PE ratio, which is definitely the wrong method for 2021 and moving forward. And the thing is, loads of valuation method, we cannot compare company to company. For example, we cannot compare Google, who's worth about $2,000, to Amazon, who's worth about $3,200. It doesn't mean Google is cheaper. It doesn't mean Amazon is more expensive as well. And also, I'm pretty sick of hearing, I'm in a bubble, that stock is in a bubble, that stock is in a bubble. So how much would it be if it's in a bubble? So how much is the stock worth? Nobody knows, but it's easy for everyone to call the bubble. And finally, valuating a company is you understanding what the professionals are doing, because these are the people that's pouring millions and billions of dollars into investing into company. Your couple of £100,000 doesn't really matter, because it's these people that you have to understand, these investors, institution investors, these analysts. So which method? It's obvious. I've mentioned it, we're using Graham's Intrinsic calculator. Okay, this is a simple method that you only have to care about a few variables, because at the end of the day, I don't work at Goldman or Citibank, neither do you. We're just here wanting to put our hard-earned cash and make sure we are in the right gauge. Einstein created E equals to mc squared to make life easy for everyone, because only certain variables are important for a calculation. So in this formula up here, Graham's Intrinsic simplified formula, which is so useful, which was done back in the 1960s, 1970s when he published his book. Okay, this is used as a guidance, but the variables are really interesting. First, you get the EPS, earnings per share, for a single share price. The earnings per share for the last 4 quarters or the last year or the current year itself. So just 4 quarters you have to get in. And also, you get the growth percentage for the 7 to 10 years. Okay, the growth of a company, the future growth, the future valuation of a company. Because at the end of the day, we're investing in future valuation. And finally, you need the AAA bond yield. That makes a big difference. So as in today in 2010, 2000, the bond yields are different prices. So that affects the value of the dollar, the value of your money. And we have to take that into effect. So now you must be asking, who is this Graham's calculator? Graham's calculator belongs to a gentleman called Benjamin Graham. Benjamin Graham is the father of value investing. He is in fact Warren Buffett's sifu, Warren Buffett's master. Warren Buffett's read his book, understood, and that's how he created Warren Buffett himself. The value of an intrinsic value, investing in a company that it's forecasting its future value, understanding how the value you are, what you're paying for the dollar now, and how much you'll be worth in future. And what I would like to say is, because Graham's Intrinsic calculation used a long-term 7 to 10 years, but for me in this modern 2021 onwards, I've been using it differently. I modernize it a bit by using the growth value for the immediate quarter or the immediate year. So we want to invest and advance the future value for the at least 4, 5, 6 quarter rather than 6, 7 years. So before I go to the next section of the 2 great examples I want to share with you, but please remember to click like and subscribe on my channel to help me. And also, if you find this useful, which I believe you will find this useful, please share with your friends and family so they can gain this knowledge, so it can help them enrich, empower their investment journey as well. I'm going to share 2 companies. One is Google, a mega cap stock who is slowing down on growth but still growing but making an enormous amount of profit. And secondly will be Crowdstrike, who is jumping up in great value because of the excessive growth, and also everybody calls it a bubble. And I want to show you, is it really a bubble or not a bubble? Alright, let's go with Google. The other tools you knew would be Yahoo Finance, your best friend, and it's free. Okay, use Google, Yahoo Finance, and then go on the ticker Google. So from here, you need two key factors here. You need the EPS, which you can find first on the page down there. So I've calculated the EPS in advance, including the upcoming quarter Q4 2020 earnings, which it's not out yet as released on this video date. So the EPS calculated in the last 4 quarters is 52.25 for the whole of 2020. That's what they've earned. So the growth for 2020 is 6%. Okay, how did I get the 6%? So this 6% is basically the revenue for 2019 against the revenue of 2020. So I had to forecast the last quarter's earning by plusing the same quarter 3. So I have worked it out. It's around about a 6% growth for 2020, and me assuming Q4. If you put it in the calculator, 52.25, 6%, and also I use a standard yield of 3%. Okay, I know the yield is about 2.23 or 2.4 just now. I used 3 to be a bit more conservative. So as you can see, the calculator came out the value of $1,571. That is about almost $500 difference from its current value for almost $2,000 just now. That's Google. But you're thinking, oh my God, this is overpriced. Why are people paying for Google at an overprice? Good question. Now, yes, use this calculator, reverse engine, and see how these people are thinking. Okay, let me recalculate. I'm going to use the same EPS, 52.25. It's not going to be much change, but instead I'm going to put an 8% growth. But when I put an 8% growth, you realize that the values came to 1,877, which is close to the current price as of today, about $1,900 is where Google is. So this is me thinking that the investors, the analysts are saying that the growth of Google is still there. The growth for Q4 and future Q1 2021 onwards will not be 6%. I think they reckon Google will grow in their growth value because of cost cutting, new products coming out. So 8% growth is what they are forecasting. And if you put it in, it's really close. And if you see growth increase in Google of 8%, then you should expect more. You should expect Google share price to go up. Crowdstrike standing at $223 as of today's pricing is pretty high. I remember I invested in Crowdstrike and it was $100. Let's apply the real world terms. The EPS from Yahoo Finance, all tally for the last 4 quarters, is 0.21. Okay, 0.21. The growth as stated from Yahoo Finance is also saying it's 150%. You will get a staggering $95. That's less than half of what Crowdstrike it is at the moment. So it sounds like it's in a bubble. It's crazy. Reverse engineer, think what the analysts are thinking. EPS, I've boosted up to 0.5. Okay, I pushed the EPS to 0.5 for the entire year of 2021 because we're paying future value. Okay, and if you put in the value, it comes out of $226. Okay, this is what the analysts are thinking. They're thinking now they're breaking even. Now the EPS will grow for the entire year. So you will be paying for a Q1 2022 value of Crowdstrike at the current price of 226 to 230. That's why investors are willing to put in future valuation. Okay, I'm not finished. I am not finished. Let's bring a scenario 2 for Crowdstrike. Okay, if you realize that the growth percentage is 150%, I don't think that's sustainable. Let's use a bit of logic here. Do you think Crowdstrike is going to hit another 150% in 2021, 22? No, growth rate will slowly die down. I feel more comfortable with a 90% growth rate. Okay, let's take a 0.5 that we worked on, a 90%. Put in the value on the calculator. What do we get? 138. It's still not good enough. It's like reduced growth. And now we've got EPS, which is high. That means it's in a bubble. We're overpaying for the value. So Crowdstrike is overvalued. But how far are we paying for the value? So let's see. Now I've adjusted EPS 0.8. Okay, I want to forecast beyond 2022 to like Q1, Q2, let's say. And there you go. $226 per share. This is the valuation which I find more realistic. A good EPS, meaning they'll be emerging the EPS up, and also the growth percentage on 90%. So for now, you know the future value of 226 at EPS is 0.8. Now for the next few earnings, you have to monitor the EPS. You need to expect Crowdstrike to hit at least between 0.1 to 0.2 every quarter. If Crowdstrike starts missing the quarter, start below 0.1, then something is wrong. The growth is slowing down. They're not making the revenue enough. Then you have to exit. You have to run for the hills because it is not worth the current price of $230 per share. So now you can apply this to any other companies with the way I've applied today. Buy it for the value that you pay for. Okay, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. I hope to see you in future for great values like this.
Alright, before I say goodbye, please do like and subscribe on my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, and if you want, support me on Patreon as well, so I can produce content like this every single day for you guys, to give you guys value. So please do share this video to help us grow our YouTube channel, yeah? Alright guys, 3, 2, 1, bye bye!